Hi guys, I'm back again today with another reaction video, and today we're reacting to Malaysia, the broken promise. But anyways, I'm getting crazy. But anyways, I'm interested to see what this is. Like, who broke a promise? What was the promise? Like, when did this promise take effect, and when didn't it take effect, or should have taken effect? I don't know. Hit the streets to ask young people about Malaysia Day. So this is like to commemorate Malaysia Day, which was on September 16th, and I think this will be uploaded 2 days after. So happy Malaysian Day for all my lovely Malaysian viewers. You guys are amazing. You already know it because I always say that, so you guys already know that. Like, if I can, I would be there right now, not here, like, trust. But anyways, before we do start, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Click that bell button to get notified whenever I do upload a video. Anyways guys, let's check this out. R.AGE or R.AGE.
I will appreciate my country.
Di mana bergabungnya Sabah dan Sarawak dengan Semenanjung.
The 16th September is the one Malaysia Day, right?
Nothing really, just a holiday.
I only know about the 31st, the National Day.
It's a celebration of Malaysia coming together.
Malaysia Agreement 1963.
Yang tu tak ingat lah.
The only agreement I remember is Perjanjian Pangkor.
It seems like
Wait.
Every
Year, the Malaysia Day parade is only held in Sabah and Sarawak on rotation basis. Oh, okay.
It seems like Malaysia doesn't care, yet it calls itself Malaysia.
As long as we do not care about our history, we will never get things right.
Oh, okay. History matters.
Anyone who doesn't have history have no future.
Exactly. Very well said. In 1961, Tukun Abdul Rahman proposed for Malaya, Sabah, Sarawak, and Singapore to form a new country, which is Malaysia. Interesting. I'm a very slow reader, so yeah. To ascertain how...
There was no...
You see me. Look at this. How the people of Borneo felt about the idea. The Cobalt Commission was formed. Cobalt Commission.
There was no institution at that time in Borneo that can ascertain the views of the people.
Ascertain.
Probably
okay.
At that time we don't even know how to question on our rights.
The Cobalt Commission concluded that the people of Borneo were in favor of Malaysia, but they wanted some safeguard to be put in place.
That's why I like watching these videos, because I learn new words. I learn how to pronounce words, because like maybe it's different how we pronounce it here, or it's different how I pronounce it because I'm bad at reading. So not only am I learning about Malaysia as a whole or as a country, but I'm also learning English. Okay, right? Hit two birds, one stone.
Borneo were in favor of Malaysia, but they wanted some safeguard to be put in place. Some of the safeguards include freedom of religion, immigration control, protection for native laws and customs, and autonomy in civil service.
So did all that take place?
On the 9th of July, 1963, the Malaysia Agreement was signed, and Malaysia came into being on 16th September, 1963.
Excuse me. 2 years later, Singapore separated from Malaysia. Ooh.
After Singapore left the Federation, this protection of one-third representation in Parliament was lost. So from then on, they bulldoze whatever laws they want.
As signatories of the Malaysia Agreement, Sabah and Sarawak are the founding partners of Malaysia. But in 1976, the constitution was amended.
We formed Malaysia because we want to form Malaysia. But instead, in 1976, the clever people in KL go and put Sabah and Sarawak into Malaya.
And if the intent was to
Malaya.
minimize Sabah and Sarawak,
into just a mere state, then it is wrong.
Minister of International Trade and Industry R.AGE raised this question in Parliament when he was part of the opposition.
Why would they
They
do
said
that though?
they amended it to make it into alphabetical order, which I find kind of strange.
The Sabah and Sarawak parliamentarians who voted for the amendment turned down our interview requests.
Oh.
And the Sabah MPs at the time,
Are they guilty?
they should have objected. The state government kept quiet. Likewise, Sarawak. So we cannot blame anybody but our MPs and state government at the time.
The 1974 Petroleum Development Act granted Petronas sole and exclusive ownership over the petroleum in Malaysia.
Oh wow.
After its enactment, Sabah and Sarawak only receive 5% in oil royalty despite producing 60% of the country's petroleum.
Shebangles.
Why did Sarawak leaders accept it in the first place?
Yeah,
Accept
exactly.
5%. You see, during that
Like,
time.
it's basically like I'm working. Let's say I'm doing a video, right? I'm doing YouTube videos, and then an agency approaches me. It's like, hey, Ruki, we'll take care of your channel. We'll take care of everything. You do the videos and editing, you upload it, but we'll take care of, I don't know what they're going to do. We'll put you under our wings, okay? Or we will market to your channel. But we will pay you only 5%. Okay, what are you talking about, people? Like, why did they accept exactly?
Accept it in the first place, accept 5%. You see, during that time, we did not have the expertise.
Okay.
We did not even come up with the capital. So therefore, we accepted whatever was given to us.
Despite being oil-producing states, Sabah and Sarawak
damn.
are not as wealthy as their peninsular counterparts.
For many people in Peninsula Malaysia, there really is no understanding
Oh.
of the lack of development in Sabah and Sarawak.
Like, it's part of Malaysia. Why do you keep it secluded? Not really secluded in a sense, but why are they not funding or splitting funds like equally to those parts as well? Like, it's part of Malaysia. It's basically like having kids. Like, let's say you have 5 children, and then you treat these three beautifully. Like, you give them like $5 for school. I'm using dollars just because everyone might relate. So it's like we give them $5 for school, and then when it comes to the 2 other kids, you just give them $1. Like, it's unfair, right? What is that, Malaysia?
Rural folks are still without clean water, electricity, without roads, without healthcare. So the oil revenue is
But
not
I
returned
feel
to
like
Sarawak,
those people
but
there,
goes to Petronas and
they
the
are
federal
happier than the
government
people
to fund the massive development in Malaysia
in the other parts of Malaysia.
When the Territorial Sea Act 2012 gave Petronas more control over its operation in the Borneo water,
Before we had 12 nautical miles, and suddenly, after that, there was a change to 3 nautical miles, and it was not even approved by us, by the state government.
these are just some of the contributing factors to Sabah and Sarawak's growing dissatisfaction over the Malaysia deal.
Excuse me.
We have been cheated for more than 5 decades. Just for example, our 40% that is supposed to be given to Sabah. It was never given to Sabah since 1964.
In 2015, a national steering committee
shebangles.
was set up to study the devolution of powers to Sabah and Sarawak.
We have the law that allows us to protect our minerals. It's our oil. It's our soil. It's for us to decide.
One of Pakatan Harapan's election promises is that they will restore the Malaysia Agreement. After 55 years, just how feasible is this?
If you said
55
that the
years?
financial arrangements were not formal since 1973, the quantum of money owing to Sabah and Sarawak, there's no way they have that pot of money to pay off.
Jawatan kuasa khas kabinet yang akan dibentuk, di antara terma rujukan yang telah diberikan mandat kepada jawatan kuasa ini ialah untuk menyemak dan meneliti hak Sabah dan Sarawak.
So there have been various committees. We are kind of already immune to it. I must say that the federal government, had not bothered for the last 55 years. Okay? We hope that the Pakatan Harapan government will do better.
What do you hope to see with this new committee?
I hope the committee will look into and go into further details with Petronas, how we can correct the revenue sharing, whether or not we have been fairly treated as well.
Don't make a U-turn, because if you said you expect to do it within 6 months, you must have calculated it.
NA 63 tu ya. Saya ulang balik ya, kalau ada kita terambil ataupun sengaja ambil ataupun terambil hak orang Sabah, kita nak ulangkan balik.
The right to petroleum and
So they did.
justice.
The Malaysia Agreement was one of the hottest issues campaigned by politicians from both sides during the recent general elections.
So did they do it though? Oh well, but then COVID happened, so.
It's coming back a bit where it was. So for 2008 and 2013, it was actually the MPs, the Barisan Malaysia MPs from Sabah and Sarawak that allowed UMNO to hang on to power. Why do you think the federal government will give you a public holiday now in September? So I think we really require the population of Malaysia to understand its own history and not allow history to be hijacked by vested interests.
Okay, this didn't happen in COVID times yet, so.
We should not remain silent. Push the YB assemblyman, do something in the state assembly. Push the MP, say something in parliament.
As long as we do not care
Having a
about our
back
history,
massage.
we will never get things right. Because the school history books would never really explain it, then that disconnect will continue.
That's why it's good to kind of like look into documentaries, look into stuff like this. Cause in history they never really tell you anything, especially school history. It always talks about the basic, things that happened, but then the deep-rooted ones, it's always hidden from us. So that's interesting that he said that.
Then that disconnect will continue.
East and West
What
Malaysia.
you have to do is actually to confront it, reflect on it, so that
Excuse
the
me?
future
So
generations will not make the same mistakes as the previous generation.
Malaysia Day Parade.
Anyone who doesn't have history have no future. Within that context, do you want our young to have no future? We want them to have even better future. If we can prepare the groundwork now for them to have a much better future, that's our legacy to them.
Exactly. Look at how cute they are though. Don't you want them to have like a better future, people? Come on. So what do you think, like, is it improving? Is this being talked about still? Or has this been brushed under the carpet again? Like, let me know if you are like knowledgeable about this topic and you're interested about this topic, or if you've researched or heard about it. Let me know what is being done. Is it like a done deal, like we're gonna give like more percentage to Sabah, Sarawak, there we go. Are we gonna give them more percentage from the oils and the funds and stuff like that, or did they forget about you again? Did they forget about Sabah and Sarawak again? Let me know. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Ouch. If you like this video, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Leave in the comment section down below what other videos like to react to. The original link of this video will be in the description box down below. So is my social media links. So guys, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.